batteries are dead. I said, all my batteries are dead. You don't have to.
I got you. Yeah, I'll use your movie.
Got water in there.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Today is Tuesday, March 15th. It's 7:03 p.m. We're going to start the regular meeting. We'll stand to the Pledge of Allegiance and get the meeting started. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'd like a moment of silence to honor the military, firefighters, and road workers, and sheriff's deputies as they serve our community here and abroad. Thank you. Can you have a roll call, please, Ms. Edwards?
Trustee McLaughlin.
Present.
Trustee Pat. Present. Trustee McGuire.
Present.
Okay, so the first thing on the agenda is review and approval of prior meeting minutes. I sent that guy to you electronically a couple hours ago, and the copies are in your packet. Basically, there's three meetings. So we have the work session for 3/1/22, the regular meeting for 3/1/22, and then the special meeting for 3/3. That was the end of the budget, 22. That was the meeting, the final budget meeting. Any questions or comments?
I have comments. So I read over them real brief, quickly. If you guys are okay with some of the words, I mean, the content is there, some of the words are, it's not spelled right, but it's not clear. You have to read it over several times. Like, there's one, let's look at March 1st, the regular meeting. Down after the special meetings, it says, the fiscal officer and board discussed, we have workstation 59. Is that how we have workstation 59? You see what I'm talking about? 1, 2, 3, the third line, the fourth line, the third and fourth line.
How we have worked on Station 59.
It says, we. I mean,
Well, that's when you hire some help.
Well, no, but I'm not criticizing you. This is good. This is good, but if you guys are okay, that's the general.
The minutes are the general idea, so
Yes,
the public
yeah,
knows
right.
what we.
That's what I'm saying. It's the general idea. And so if you guys are okay with that, I just wanted to point, I mean, these are good. I'm not criticizing you at all. You did a good job. It's just that, you have to make sure the public is able to follow it.
So for the, those areas like you just pointed out, if we just go back and fix the wording.
Well, yeah, I was just fix the word, but do you guys want to go ahead and sign it tonight?
I mean, it's not gonna hurt for us to go ahead, to put it off and then just fix it and then sign off on it at the next meeting. Yeah,
I
so,
wanna see a cleaned up version.
yeah.
Table. Somebody else do the minutes.
No, you did a good, I'm sorry, you did a good job.
Okay.
And
Next thing on the agenda is the fiscal officer report.
well, first I'd like to thank Trustee McLaughlin for doing the minutes, because he's done an excellent job, whether he believes it or not. And I understand, I for one, understand how hard it is. Nobody else that hasn't done these minutes understands this. And I really appreciate you doing this. But please don't be upset if I make comments like that. It's just that I just want you guys to realize we're doing it basically, if the public picks this up, we have to make sure that they understand it. We are sitting in a meeting, we hear everything, we know what actually happened. These people that aren't sitting in a meeting don't know they picked this up. They don't,
And it's okay, Mike, I got your back, okay? I'll fix it up, okay? You did a good
You
job,
did an
I'm just
excellent
gonna
You
job.
change it back from old.
You got the electronic, since you got the electronic.
You did an excellent job, so I'm not criticizing you,
Okay.
I'm just, letting everybody know. Anyways, back to, so, I've had so much trouble with Sonic One, I'm about ready to strangle somebody. I couldn't get any reports printed out this time. I finally got up here, because I can't do it from home, I finally got up here today to the backup UAN, and I didn't have time to put them in, but I print out the reports. But right now, I caught up with, the bills are in the cabinet, and I think Sheila signed a second signature. I didn't get them yet. I caught up with bank reconciliation.
Sorry.
Bills are, I don't know, sometimes we get them and sometimes we don't. I don't know what's going on, even though we got the mailbox, I'll get some emails saying, we didn't get your payment for this bill. So I don't know what's going on right now. And so we're still trying to catch up with that. With the new mailbox, actually that mailbox is too small for our mail.
Is it full every time you go in there?
Basically, but I've gotten, a couple times I got a note from Lori said, we got your mail, you probably got our mail, but no, I think the mailman just stuffed, a mail that wouldn't fit in our mailbox, they just stuffed it in their mailbox.
So you don't check it every day, cause you're not up
Well,
here every day,
No,
right?
yeah, but I check it, but it's not that, because I checked it Sunday, there was mail in there, but I'm not sure, because I thought you checked it on Friday. So I'm not sure when they put it in there, because there was mail on Sunday, and I came up here, there was no mail on Monday. And so I haven't checked it today. No, I haven't checked it today, because this is what I checked it. So, there could be a lot, because we don't, supposedly, I thought we didn't get deliveries on the weekend. So Mondays, I would think there would probably be the most. But my concern again is, are we getting our mail? Well, the next concern is, do we want the mail going back to, and I had a talk with the post office, about delivering the mail to the address that's on the envelope. It's our responsibility, not the post office responsibility, to make the decision where our mail goes. If our mail says One Business Park, it goes to One Business Park, I don't care whose name's on it. And if it says 580 Calumet Lane, it goes to 580 Calumet Lane, no matter whose name's on it. It's our responsibility to get that changed, not the post office. So I made sure that they need to do that. You know,
Did you
and
get
we
it
did.
directed?
Nothing's, still nothing's coming over. I have
And like I
packages,
said, I haven't seen any come here to say One Business Park is. But it also depends on who the carrier is, because if it's not the normal carrier, they ask the supervisors where they should deliver Jefferson Township mail. So does that mean everything that says Jefferson Township, meaning whether it's not even belong to us, does they get the 580 Calumet Center? That's the argument I have with the post office. And I'm getting, if it keeps on, we'll have to go up another step and find out what's going on, because, I already told them once on that. So I don't know, you haven't gotten anything this,
one box, a package,
One box.
nothing else is coming.
and so they were delivering our packages over to One Business Park at one time, and I told them, you gotta stop that. But we also have an issue with, I'm afraid that if we get supplies, there's nobody here to pick those up, and what will happen if they just sit out in the lobby or whatever.
Right.
So, back to, I guess, that's the same old, I don't wanna say it's a complaint, but I just got a whole bunch of stuff to do. Payroll every 2 weeks, trying to keep up with the bills. I finally think I catch up, but then I'm behind. There's still several things. The only thing I was able to give you guys was a comparison of the budget and appropriated. That's really not a whole bunch on there. That's basically what we got at the beginning of the year. I got that was printed out before the meeting, so I'll give you a copy or send you a copy of the mail. Right now, there's not any problems. I got a new certificate of estimated resources. to show what, you know, what we agreed on in the budget. They sent out us a copy of that. Did I send you guys that yet? No, we were gonna discuss that in the meeting, so I have a copy of it here, but I didn't send you a copy of that. And then our appropriations, they've approved that. If they gotta say, since a letter that says, your appropriations don't exceed your resources. And so we got that letter. So right now, we're on track. There's not really much to say, except we just gotta, stay within our budget and make sure we make our changes. You know, when we spend the money, we just don't sit and pick up the budget piece of paper and say, take it from this fund. You gotta do the steps. The trustees have to approve if you don't have enough money in the line item, it has to be brought by resolution to the trustees so they can approve it, because the budget has been accepted by, the final budget has been accepted by the county. So any changes have to be into our resource that we bring in more money, have to be submitted to the county. And the appropriations gotta be submitted to the county. That's what the auditors base our stuff on, UAN, and what the county has. That's how they can do a comparison, and they have to match up. So that means they have to see resolutions, they have to see that it matches what's done in the county. So we just have to remember that step. I don't know, does anybody have any questions on the budget or anything? Like I said, I didn't give you much information tonight, so, everything's, if you don't see anything in that last column, says variance, if you don't see a negative number in there, and you probably won't see this one, we're okay. That means our appropriations aren't exceeding our resources.
All right, I don't have any questions.
Nobody? I guess that's all I have right now.
Make a motion to accept the physical officer's report.
A second.
Roll call vote, please.
Trustee McLaughlin,
Yes.
trustee McGuire,
Yes.
trustee Bat.
Yes.
Okay, so next on there is old business. And left over from the work session, we have a job description, so I think we're just going to make sure that we proceed on and get the ones that we talked about posted. Correct, guys?
Right, we're gonna go ahead and, post the ones that we have, everything.
He jumped on the whole business up there, that was confusing.
When he grabbed that.
Oh,
What's that? What?
I was looking at the paper you was reading off of.
So what, just so we're clear, what jobs are we posting?
Administrative job, the road and,
Cemetery supervisor.
the maintenance, code, and zoning.
Okay.
Administrative assistant.
I thought with the administrative assistants, we hadn't like finalized that.
Okay, then hold off on that one. Okay.
Is that right?
I thought we finalized it.
I mean, we've got enough to post a job description. We
Uh-huh.
can finalize see the skill set, I mean, that we can tweak.
So we didn't make it, so we made a decision on the pay rate?
Start at 15. It says
We'll just leave it, pay rate based on qualifications. Leave it open.
So you got a response we get?
Well, I think we should start out at 15, period, just because everything's so high. And if you want somebody that's gonna be, you know, that does somewhat of a good job, $15 is.
You okay with that, Jeff?
When we find out whether or not we've got, the applicant pool is gonna tell us.
And then we make a definite decision on part-time or full-time. I didn't think it was part-time.
Administrative assistant, I thought you said full-time, did
I thought so too.
Yeah, full-time. It's 3 man board.
Okay. All right, so for that position is $15 an hour, full-time position, and that was really all we were looking at changing, everything else is kind of general, so we're okay with that.
So you said administrative, road, cemetery, maintenance, zoning, and administrative assistant, how was that?
Did you say code too?
Yeah.
Any other old business? We must discuss everything in the work session. Any new business?
I've got that resolution for Taft. Kept it very simple. Basically, this resolution is designating Taft Law to represent us on the HR matter. I put verbiage in there to be shared by road and fire. I don't know if we can plug in a fund code or pencil in a fund code on this, or we can take care of that at the next meeting. There is a line in there that approves the agreement that you're holding copies of, so that was a critical step
Yeah.
required by them.
Yes.
So, well, on that, I make a motion, what resolution? are we on?
What are we on? Sheila, you know Sheila or Tracy?
And then,
They all posted?
I think it's posted on,
They
it's
are.
not 23 though. I think it's more than 23. I've just been fighting with the computer all day, I have time to do nothing. What's the last one on
Approval of the township permanent
3.
budget is 23, is 23.
there? No, there was, did we have?
That's the last meeting we
Yeah,
had,
that's
it had to be
last.
that was after the other meeting.
That's
so-
right.
So it's 24, Jim.
Resolution 22-024, Jefferson Township Board of Trustees designate Taft Stetnous Hollister LLP to represent the Board of Trustees in a pending legal matter. Move to adopt.
Second.
Any other discussion on this, trustees?
Roll call vote, please, Tracy.
I have an issue still with that. But if you guys wanna go ahead and accept it and figure out where you're gonna get the money from, that's on you guys.
You said we were gonna do that next meeting.
Well, but you're gonna accept something, you don't even know whether you have the money to do it.
We can do an appropriations resolution to deal with that.
You're gonna have to make a lot of changes to the budget, is what I'm saying. You need to have another resolution to make changes to the budget. So you're gonna have to look over the budget and determine that. So this is just my comment, so it's up to you to vote on it. I'm just telling you my comment. As far as the budget's concerned. And I can't help you with giving you a copy of the budget,
Well,
because
we
I
don't
can't
have,
get into, right.
we understand that, but we don't have, so we wait till the next meeting, get the resolution written to do that, but we need this to go ahead and proceed on
Right.
now.
But, okay, let me say something. This is the reason why we need to have this before the day. You know, Mike, I'm gonna criticize you here, and take it with a grain of salt, but you talked about people waiting until the day of the meeting to get stuff to us. You could have given some time, somebody could give us some time for me to look at the budget. And if I knew this was coming up, and I could give you some suggestions of where you could do it. Now, I don't have any clue, first of all, I'm not involved in this because it's an executive session, it's a trustee thing, so I don't even know what it's about. I know it's the money, I don't know what line numbers should be taken out, so you guys are gonna have to make all that decision. That's what I'm saying to you right now, so don't expect me to be able to give you input on it. So that's my input, so it's your meeting, go have at it.
So let me just be clear. So even though right now we can't tell you exactly where we're gonna get it from.
And you can't see it on that either.
Right. Even though we can't tell you exactly where we're gonna get it from, if we made a decision on it right now, we still should be able to go back and find a line item to move that money around. Is that right?
If you guys remember, I don't know if you know, but do you know how much money you put in your legal line?
10,
I think it was 10 0.
10.
Okay, so you got 10, and that contract's at 50,000, and you're splitting between fire
It's
and the
not
road?
to exceed.
Okay, but you still wanna go to the not to exceed amount, because you don't wanna put it less, and then you have to put another, do another resolution. So you're gonna have to use 50,000 as your baseline.
I understand.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is just my comment, so you guys go at it, I just want you to be aware of that.
So we should be able to look at this, right? Isn't this the one we went over?
That's the budget,
Just the last
that's the
one.
revenue, that's the revenue, you need
The
a
other one is.
appropriation.
Let me see.
Should be right
This one,
there.
right here. Because right off the bat, they're not spending that amount of money. So by the time we meet again,
Oh, yeah, they're not spending it right.
right,
You're
so
right.
by the time we meet again, we can make those adjustments. Because we
Gotta
have all the
find- But
information.
what I said, the fire department's budget is tight, where you gonna pull it from?
It's still on your note now.
So just keep that in mind, I'm just saying, keep these things in mind.
Okay.
Fire department's budget is tight, if you look at the revenue and you look at the appropriations, there may be some money in there.
Go guys, we got 7:30 appointment.
I'm okay with, I'm going ahead.
Roll call vote, please.
Trustee McLaughlin,
Yes.
I don't have the paper, by the way. Trustee McGuire,
Yes.
trustee Bat.
Yes.
Somebody else has to take those on. No, 'cause I don't have the resolution.
Do you have it, someone have to sign off on it?
You changed the,
Well,
Yeah,
the
that's
action.
mine. I had everything checked on this. I didn't get an answer on, because I wanted the agreement changed to read Jefferson Township Board of Trustees and not Matt Heck. So they'd already picked that over and that's the way it had to be, so. Oh, the signatures are good, it's just roll call.
Sign the wrong way.
yes.
You got the wrong stuff.
Glad,
Who'd you sign on?
Jim,
Initial.
yeah, we need to, right.
Okay, so, no, you need to have, everybody needs to sign. Jim, did you sign?
I'm waiting for it.
Good.
You gotta, take Sheila, sign on Sheila's line. She signed on yours.
Yeah.
Make sure you initial, change.
Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, so next, due to time, we have an executive session next. Trustee McLaughlin makes a motion to go into executive session to discuss pertinent to Ohio Revised Code, section 1222G3. I move that we enter into executive session, a conference with an attorney for the public body concerning disputes involving the public body that are subject of pending or imminent court action. I make the motion.
A second.
Need a roll call, please, Tracy.
Trustee McGuire,
Yes.
trustee McLaughlin,
Yes,
trustee Pat.
we were in executive session at 7:30.
Who made the motion?
Right.
Move on.
You second it?
Yes. We can,
I locked it.
Is it locked?
No,